everybody. Today we're going to take a look at badges and services and how they differ from each other. But without further ado, let's dive in. So first we start with standard service application. This is a very simple service that can give me some persons. So I can either say find all, or I can say find by first name, and then it gives me by the first name the person. And this is a service, and the service is basically request and response. So you have a question, you make a request, give me this person with this name, and you get a response. And this is synchronous because you expect the answer to be very fast. So usually less than a second and usually 100 milliseconds. Because imagine if you're a user and if you work in the browser, you would never accept that this thing would take 10 seconds, 100 seconds and more. So important thing here is request response, and it should return in less than a second. Okay, then the graphics here. So simple service application. We have a front end, we have a back end, and we have a database, and the data travels from top to bottom to the database. So now let's take a look at a batch application, and where's the difference here? Batch applications are asynchronous by nature. So you might have an expectation when the process starts and when it stops, but usually that's a little bit undefined. So simple batch applications like Spring Batch always work the same way. You have a reader that reads data, you have a processor that processes, means transforms the data, and the important term is the term process, because this is a process. Asynchronous, and it takes a long time in theory. And you have a writer which writes the data. The important thing is a reader can basically be everything. So you can read from a CSV file, you can read from a database, you can read from service via REST, and a lot of more things. It's the same with a writer. You can write to a CSV file, you can write to a database, or you can write to another service. This is up to you, and this nifty framework that is called Spring Batch can help you here along the way. So now we start our batch application. Our batch application basically works like this. We have a CSV file here, which has toys. So we have Buzz Lightyear, Woody, and Toy Bizarre. It only has 3 entries, and this follows the same rules. So we have a reader, we have a writer, and we have a processor that does not do a thing. So what's the difference here? We start the application. Application starts. Now you see it processes the data and it writes the data to the console. So we have a third option here. If we take a look at the graphic, of course, a writer can also be just a console. Does not have to be any of this. And you see, we start the application, it does something, and it terminates. That's also different to a service that usually runs all of the time. Okay, that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for joining, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.